because, you know, Tony, you brought up the pot. And the truth is, especially after the trip to Italy, how I got to see him for the first time in his own element. Don't worry, he's doing his own
Can
thing.
you tape this? So I would like for him to hear it, John.
The truth is, you know, like Tony said, he's just a different person. He has his own ways. But it's amazing to me how everyone that knows Steve Fiorentino in the city of Chicago, you know, his friends, they all worship him. And like, you know, forever, it's not like we got to see that side of him, but the truth is I know that everybody knows that he's literally the friend that anyone can depend on, because he goes above and beyond for every single one of his friends. Every person that knows him, Steve Fiorentino, I'd do anything for him. And like, you know, any one of us sons, people just respect us just because of the father we have.
Yeah.
And just knowing that he has that sort of respect, you know, knowing the relationship that I had with him growing up, and just seeing him bust his ass like crazy to get to that point and still do things like he's doing today. Not many people will do something like this, but pick up his sister and spend the time with her. It's not easy. It's never been easy for him. But he has, in his own way, probably the biggest heart out of any of us, because he cares so much about others. All he does is look out for others. He's never done anything for himself. And so when I think of my father, and then these two specifically, my dad and them, it almost pisses me off that like my kids, like they're the last of a dying breed. These type of people, like my dad, them, that came from Italy on a boat or whatever, and didn't have technology or any of this shit in today's world that just kind of prevents us from real life, you know, just the type of lifestyle that they've come around. I mean, it's truly a last of a dying breed. There's never going to be people like them ever again in this world, ever. And I just wish that someday when I have kids that I could explain that to them, but chances are, no matter how I try, how hard I try, it can never be replicated. So
Time has changed.
Well, I think
It's just
they're part of a dying breed because none of us have girlfriends, which is why breeds die.